Hello, beautiful mamas to be. Here I am, magically pregnant over the Easter holidays. Oh, quite suits me. So, we're going to look today at mountain pose when you're pregnant. When you're pregnant, obviously, you're carrying around a lot more weight. You feel sometimes cumbersome, heavy, um, ungraceful, all of these things. So, I really like to bring some grace and some fluidity into my movement when I teach pregnancy yoga. But we're going to just start with a really simple exercise with standing in mountain pose, and you can have your hands just gently supporting underneath your belly. All right, so this isn't lifting your belly, it's just a gentle support underneath your baby. And you can try this with both hands, with one hand, maybe one hand on your heart. You can hold one hand over the belly as well. So different hand positions. Let's just start here. And stand with your feet about hip width or shoulder width apart. I'm just going to stand back here. I've got my slippers on, but to measure hip width, you put your heel into the instep and swivel your heel out like so. So mountain pose, even though it looks like a static posture, it's actually quite active. And I want you to think about where the weight is. Now, if you're later on in your pregnancy, then your weight is going to be pulled forwards, and you might find this happening, and therefore then then your back sways, and therefore your whole body has to readjust. So we're trying to bring a little bit of weight back into the heels, okay, and spread the weight evenly through the balls, obviously this is a hand, but the balls of the feet and the heel of the feet. So you've got equal weight between right and left and front and back. And then as you find that, we're just going to gently rock backwards and forwards, just feeling. It's quite nice to close your eyes if it feels safe, otherwise just a soft gaze. And just feel where the weight is. Quite often your insteps get weaker in pregnancy. So think about shifting the weight slightly into the outside of the feet. So these are subtle differences. And then lengthening the tailbone down. You're not tucking the tailbone under, that's different. Lengthening the tailbone down to the floor and reaching up through the crown of the head. So you're just, these small adjustments can make quite a big difference to the way that you hold and move with your baby. My classes start 6-week blocks, and they start tomorrow, Tuesday, at 6 p.m. at the Mill in Duddington. So I've got spaces left. I'd love to see you there. Anytime from 14 weeks up to birth.